morning. Today is Tuesday, January 21st, and we have a little bit of running to do. But first we have to skate across the pond here. My street is a solid block of ice. I know once I get to the main roads I'll be fine, but the sun came out today, so hopefully this will melt. They plowed the streets, but then it rained, and then it snowed, and then it rained again, and then it froze, and then it unfroze a little bit, and then it froze again, so we have a nice pond. But today is Charity Muse, M-U-H-S. Today's Charity's birthday. So Charity, you get a song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Charity. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Okay, this is going to be tricky coming around the corner because you usually go into a slide. So hopefully we'll... Hang on. You got your seatbelts fastened? And buckle up, Buttercup, because here we go around the corner. Hopefully it won't be too bad. You got to just go slow. Take your time. And we did it. Yeah, I knew we would. I knew we would. Okay. Well, I'm on my way to the bank because I got to get some money, and then I have to go to CVS because I have to pick up a prescription. And I was tired of being all cooped up in the house because I'm ready to get out. I've been in the house since Saturday, and I just wanted to go. We didn't go to the show yesterday because Jim decided to paint the basement. So I don't know when we're going to go. Plus, when we looked in the thing, we couldn't get the seats that we wanted. That's what I like about that, going to the show now. You can pick your seats ahead of time, so you know whether or not you're going to get some pretty good seats. And like I thought, perfect roads. Well, they're bumpy. They're Michigan roads, but they're not icy. Just had to get out of the subdivision. But anyway, I haven't eaten my breakfast yet. I do know I planned out my meal for the day. For breakfast, I'm going to have a couple slices of French toast with a couple slices of bacon with some whipped butter and some sugar-free syrup and maybe a banana. And then for lunch, I'm going to have some cottage cheese and some pineapple and some cucumber and maybe a tomato. And then for dinner, I still had some leftover mashed potatoes and stovetop, and I had cooked an extra piece of chicken. So I just got to probably get some frozen vegetables. I'll get some vegetables. I have frozen broccoli in the freezer. I don't know. I'll either have that or the fresh broccoli and cauliflower mix. One of the two. And then just stay on track. That's my plan. What I'm liking is that I'm back and got my mindset back that, I can eat what I want. I just got to watch what I'm eating. You have to eat within limitations. And it's not that I can't have that food. It's that I have to figure it in. Now, there are some foods that I know I just can't have. And I know because they're trigger foods for me. I cannot have donuts in my house because donuts are a trigger for me. I know that I used to buy my turtle cake on my birthday and then cut up the extra pieces and put them in the freezer. I don't know that I can do that anymore because it just led me to, after I ate the cake, thinking I had to eat something else that was sweet. But I know that, like the Fritos, I really love those chili cheese Fritos, and I got so many of them. I think I ended up with 33 of them after I weighed them out. And it really did satisfy I gotta have something crunchy and salty, and it did work, and it was really good. And then on Sunday I did some of my Jolly Time popcorn, which is only 2 points I think for the bag. Maybe it's 3, but I know it's not a lot. It's way less than when I pop my own popcorn and then put like a half a stick of butter, melted butter on top of it. Because I have learned, and I'm just so determined to lose 1.1 this week. If I don't lose it, it's not going to be the end of the world. It's not really the end of January because my goal was to lose 7 pounds in January. It'll be the 25th. I still would have 6 days because my next weigh-in would be on the 1st of February. But if I get really close, what I probably plan on doing is weigh in myself on my own scale on Friday, on the 31st of January, just to see that if I've realized my goal, because that's my plan. And then in February, I have 5 weigh-ins at Weight Watchers. So I should be able to hit my 7, or I think I might make it 8 pounds since I've got 5 weigh-ins in February. And I think I can accomplish that. I really do. No, I know I can accomplish that. I don't know don't say I think, I know I can. Because I'm determined. I finally have reached my plan that I'm going to be determined to lose my weight. Because I'm just tired of, I was going to say a bad word, around. I'm just tired of it. I have to get back on track. I have a busy summer planned, and I want to be really close to my goal. I'm ready for a good argument, debate with my doctor, because I'll be going for my 6 month. Usually I only go for once a year for my yearly physical, but at my age I go every 6 months. My family has a history of cancer and heart disease and high blood pressure and diabetes, and I like to keep on top of that stuff. So I get a colonoscopy every 3 years. I go to a heart physician, like heart doctor, for the whole workout once a year. I go to my internist twice a year. I go to the dentist twice a year. I go to the eye doctor once a year. I'm taking preventative measures because, especially now, and that my incident in the snow the other day is just proof of the fact that I still think I'm young. Because it wasn't so much that I think that I was my balance. I'm losing, not that I'm like completely off balance, but I don't have the balance like I had when I was younger. And usually when I was younger, I could have just spun around in the snow and I would have been fine. But I was a little concerned. I'll be honest with you. I was a little bit concerned. And if I would have fell, it's like I did a thing on Facebook that said, "Can you do 100 push-ups?" If I fell down, it'd probably take me 100 push-ups to get myself up off the ground. So yeah, I could do 100 push-ups. It would take me a while to get myself off the ground, but I would get myself up. But I just have to realize that, I can find joy in eating healthy foods. I really can. I do like my fruit. I do like my apples. I could probably dip it in something, make it a little bit more interesting if I wanted to. And that's what I'm going to try to do. So, okay, we're almost at the bank, and I talked long enough. So just know, you can eat what you want to eat. You just have to portion it out and be careful with the points. Because just because it's 0 points doesn't mean it's 0 calories. Okay, for breakfast today, I'm going to have some French toast and bacon and a banana and a cup of tea and a glass of water. I used this sugar-free syrup from Kroger's. The Land O'Lakes whipped butter for 2 points for a tablespoon, and 3 slices of the light whole grain Aunt Millie's bread. I measured out my butter and my syrup, and I have 4 slices of the center cut bacon. So I started my day with a prayer. My quote is, "Believe you can, and you're halfway there." Theodore Roosevelt. I believe I can. I know I can. So it's a 9-point breakfast. 0 for my eggs, the tea, the water, and my banana. 1 point for my 1/4 cup of sugar-free syrup. 3 points for my 4 slices of bacon. 2 points for my tablespoon of whipped butter. And 3 points for my 3 slices of bread. So it's a 9-point breakfast. So I have 14 points left for the rest of the day. I'm going to have a 1/2 cup of cottage cheese, some pineapple, 1 breadstick, and a glass of water. It's 3 points for my 1/2 cup of cottage cheese, 1 point for my breadstick, 0 for my pineapple and water. So 4 points. So I got 10 points left for dinner. Okay, we're going to have some dinner. It's a little leftovers from last night. The chocolate pudding for dessert. Tonight I'm going to have an iced tea. 2 points for my chicken because I used the dressing on it to marinate it in. 0 for my cucumber, tomato, and tea. 2 points for my sugar-free pudding. 3 points for 1/2 cup of stovetop, and 3 points for 1/2 cup of mashed potatoes. It's a 10-point dinner. I was right on the money today. No carryovers for me. Okay, that's about it for tonight. No plans. Just gonna probably watch some of the impeachment hearings tonight on TV and some YouTube videos. Stay on track. Finished my dinner. I'm pretty full from the day. Used my whole 23 points, but that's what they're there for. So I will see you guys in the morning. Give this video a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and share.